Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, English just doesn't click? Like you understand some words, but when it's time to speak, your mind just freezes? Trust me, I've been there too. This is the real story of how I went from barely saying hello to thinking, dreaming, and living in English. And if I could do it, you absolutely can too. When I first started learning English, I was completely lost. I memorized words from books, I repeated sentences, but when someone spoke fast, I felt blank. I remember one day, a tourist asked me for directions. My brain knew the answer in my language, but my mouth couldn't say it in English. That moment hit me hard. I realized English wasn't just about grammar or vocabulary, it was about connection. So that night, I made a promise to myself. No more learning English just to pass exams. I wanted to live English, to feel English, to own it. The next morning, I changed everything. No more boring textbooks, no more memorizing 100 tachi, words that I'd forget next week. Instead, I started small, with real English. I listened to songs. I watched YouTube videos with subtitles. I paused, repeated, shadowed the speakers. At first, it felt awkward. My pronunciation sounded strange. But day by day, my ears started to understand the rhythm. The words began to sound familiar. Then I started keeping a mini English diary. Every night I wrote just 3 lines: what I did today, how I felt, and what I learned. Slowly, something changed. English stopped being a subject. It became a friend. One day I joined a small online English group. Everyone there was learning, just like me. No one judged. We laughed at our mistakes. We helped each other. The first time I spoke in that group, my heart was racing. My hands were shaking. But when I finished my sentence, everyone smiled. They understood me. That moment changed everything. From that day, I promised myself I won't wait until my English is perfect. I'll start speaking now. Because the truth is, you don't get confident first and then speak. You speak first, and that's how you become confident. I surrounded myself with English completely. My phone language, English. My YouTube, English. Even my music, English. When I cooked, I watched English recipe videos. When I walked, I listened to podcasts. When I relaxed, I watched movies with subtitles. At first, I didn't understand everything, but that's okay. Understanding comes with exposure. I stopped trying to translate every word. Instead, I tried to feel the meaning. That's when real learning began. And slowly, my brain started thinking in English. It felt natural, like a switch had turned on. Then came the 3 habits that truly changed everything. Habit 1. I spoke for 5 minutes every day, even alone. I talked to myself about my day, my thoughts, my plans. This simple routine trained my brain to think in English. Habit 2. I watched and repeated. I picked short clips, listened carefully, and repeated exactly like the speaker. Tone, rhythm, emotion. It made my accent smoother, my sentences faster. Habit 3. I learned 1 phrase daily, not 10 words, because phrases are real English. Instead of learning amazing, I learned that's amazing or you did an amazing job. That made my English sound natural, not robotic. After months of consistency, something magical happened. One day, while watching a video, I realized I didn't need subtitles anymore. Another day, I met a foreigner at a cafe, and I spoke easily. without thinking twice. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about being confident. And that confidence came from all those small daily efforts. Now, when I think back, I smile. Because I remember that shy person who once couldn't even say, "My name is," and now here I am, speaking to thousands of learners like you. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this: don't wait for the perfect moment. There's no magic shortcut, but there is progress in every single step you take. Start small, start simple, but start today. Even 10 minutes of English daily can change your life, if you do it consistently. Remember, the goal isn't to sound native, the goal is to sound confident, to express yourself, to be understood. If this story inspired you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe for daily English motivation, real stories, and lessons that actually make sense. And tell me in the comments how you started learning English. What was your biggest struggle? I read every story, and your journey might inspire someone else too. Because we're all learning, we're all growing, and step by step, we're becoming fluent together.